Assalamu alaikum. I hope all of you are doing well. In this video, I'm going to teach you about the uveal tract, and let us discuss about the normal anatomy of the uveal tract first. Here you can see that we have three layers of the eye, that's sclera, choroid, and retina. Here you can see the white one is sclera and the green one is choroid, which is the middle layer, and the innermost layer is retina, which is shown in the yellow. Now let us discuss about choroid. In the uveal tract, we have choroid, iris, and ciliary body. Now here you can see in green, the green is choroid layer. Then there is extension of choroid, that is the ciliary body. Here you can see here that is the pars plana, that is posterior part of the ciliary body, and here you can see pars pliccata, that is anterior part of the ciliary body, and ciliary body continuation is iris. So in the uveal tract we have three things. What three things we have? We have iris, ciliary body, and choroid. This is choroid. The extension of this is here. This is pars plana, and this is pars pliccata, and this is iris. One by one, we have choroid, we have ciliary body, and we have iris. So what's in choroid? In choroid we have suprachoroidal lamina, that is the membrane that consists of fibroblasts, macrophages, and collagen fibers, and the other layer is stroma or vascular layer. Vascular layer contain blood vessels that may be either large blood vessels, medium size blood vessels, or cryocapillaries. And then there comes the Bruch's membrane that is in continuation with retinal pigmented epithelium. Then comes the ciliary body. Ciliary body has two parts. I have shown you earlier in the anatomy of the eyeball that the ciliary body is the continuation of the choroid, and ciliary body has an anterior part and the posterior part. The anterior one is the pars pliccata, it is vascular, and the posterior part is pars plana, it is in avascular. The pars pliccata consists of the ciliary muscles, the stroma, and the ciliary process, and the ciliary process here is responsible for the aqueous humor production, and the pars plana, which is avascular, consists of pigmented epithelium and non-pigmented epithelium. That is all for choroid and ciliary body. And now let's move towards iris. Now let us discuss about the blood supply of the uveal tract. The blood supply of the uveal tract is very simple. Choroid, we have choroid, and we have ciliary body and iris. Choroid is supplied by the short posterior ciliary artery. Choroid is supplied by the short posterior ciliary arteries, and ciliary body and iris are supplied by the long posterior and anterior ciliary arteries. And iris, long posterior and anterior ciliary arteries, and anterior ciliary arteries,